Okay, so as predicted, I haven't had my camera on me, and to be completely honest with you, I haven't had time. It went just like mayhem, absolute and utter mayhem with the weather and everything else. So just to put it into context, it was Thursday we started bailing. It is Saturday now. We just going straight through with wrapping. Dad and I have probably handled a couple of thousand bales each now, and we haven't got many left to do. There's only a few hundred left. But this shed here, oh, it doesn't look that big on the camera, but this was full. They're everywhere. They're all back in there. There's a few hundred that were out on the field. They're now stacked up on the yard back at the farm. We've cleared out stables to load stables in. This stable's not in use anymore, and this stable is definitely not in use anymore. Didn't get to film any bailing, which I'm gutted about because I love filming the bailing. That teaser's happy out there, horses are happy. It's all gone funny. It's been that kind of year. 2023 is definitely going to be a year to remember for anyone making hay or haylage, especially in Southwest Wales. I need to come out this wind. That's just it. Gonna carry on. What else have I had to do which I haven't filmed? I don't know. Oh, rams. They've gone in. So we finished Thursday night. I think it's like just gone. Oh, I don't even know. Well, it wouldn't have been Thursday night. It would have been Friday morning when we stopped wrapping to have a couple of hours kip to carry on, and then I had to leave Dad to it in here for a bit. He just kept wrapping and stacking, which by itself is a horrible job, really horrible job. And I split the ewes that have all been split up, put them across the field into one of the far haylage fields. Caught up the old Clin Ram. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's so cool. I can't work out how I've never been I've never been this excited about a ram, and he is bloody gorgeous. So rattled him up. He went out with one group of ewes, caught up the old Charolais, he's in with another. As soon as that was done, straight back in, carry on wrapping, and that's just literally what it's been. So I haven't wanted to put up 48 hours of footage of just wrapping, because that's literally we've gone past now, and we've still got more to do. Right then, we have finished. Finished wrapping up in the stables anyway. Now just down back to the farm to wrap a few hundred more, and that is today over and done with. Let's hope. Over and done with, as in haylage. We have had loads of calls to wrap. I think the closest wrap guy who wraps from here is Haverfordwest, which is right over the other side to Pembroke, and he doesn't come out this far, so we're just having phone calls left, right and centre, and we can't do it all. 30 bales to 35 an hour. As soon as you start doing 35 an hour, the speed in which it's going, it is a bit of a struggle on the old power pack. It just gets hot. So I go back to Thursday now. So like I said, this is going to be all over the place. I've had my camera, haven't had my camera. the weather has not been what it said it would do. So Thursday morning when I got up and I said, oh Christ, you know, there was no dew, it was baking hot, the ground was already warm at sort of 8 o'clock. That was great. But then literally I finished heading where you could see it was perfect. And I reckon another, I don't know, maybe 5 hours or so we would have had hay. And then the the clouds came in heavy. It went dull, like unbelievably dull, and that was it. As soon as it went dull like that, it's sort of a moisture comes in, it got humid, and there was no way. There's this old saying, right? You got to bale the sun into the hay. So you want to bale hay when the sun's out. The sun wasn't out and it was sticky, and it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so this is actually a few days after everything you've just seen. So the haylage, the baling, which we started on Thursday and then finished on the wrapping, so we started baling on the Thursday at lunchtime and finished wrapping those bales on Saturday, which was a little bit mental. And what we have done, which didn't film because it has just been too chaotic, and the weather, as we all know, I mean, if you're forecasting the weather for 2023, you'd be a little bit embarrassed because it has been nonsense. We had to do some fields with big bales, and a massive thank you to Fowler Agri for doing that for us. And he raked, and I tell you what, that was a godsend, him raking. I phoned him up, he said, oh, if I can, I'll let you know plenty of time before, and he did let us know, which was brilliant because it meant that it saved me a few hours, but it was my daughter's birthday, so that was extremely nice of him. Really good. And yeah, they came in exactly when they said they would, and got baling. Just, it's not a market that we normally do. The old cockbird running off there now. But yeah, no, big bales are not. Hello, mate. Don't need to worry about a license for putting them down when they're wild here. So yeah, no, cracking job, got them done. We had over 10 bales an acre, and it is really nice stuff. If we had another day, we could have done small bales, and then we probably would have had another 35 to 38 hours of wrapping, but we didn't. We decided to go for silage instead, but like I say, we just need to sell it now. And in that field, but there you can just about see through the gap between those willows and that oak tree. That's what we mowed this morning. Alid Jones came in and mowed that as all our mowing, because we actually have 5 days in the forecast. I mean, bloody hell. We have had no summer this year. I don't know about the rest of Britain, but Wales, where we are in southwest Wales, we haven't had a summer. All we've had is the weather forecast going, oh yeah, next week it's going to be good, and then nothing. The next week it's going to be good, then nothing. And it becomes a little bit, I don't know. Well, obviously, you can't believe the buggers. And it is just chaotic here. This is our last field, and they're quite big rows. And we've mowed lower down the field as well. which is great. But this is the last field that we had to mow, and it's nice as long as the weather stays right. So it's 9 o'clock now. Alid came in at 8 to mow it. The ground underneath is hard, but a little bit wet. Like there's cleat marks in the ground, so we're probably not going to TED. Right, okay guys, it is the next day. It has been an absolutely phenomenal morning, apart from the heavy like fog mist that goes down through this valley. That was, yeah, pretty unreal this morning, so it's going to take a bit of time to burn it off, but the field's looking good. And we have a little bit of baling possibly today. This field is coming along really well, and we do have to fulfill a few more orders of small bale haylage, which is always good. But we have a heavy dew this morning, and it always looks sad when there's a dew on it, but it is sodden wet, absolutely sodden. So that kind of gives us time to get sorted. It's me by myself today. My dad and my mother have my daughter, so we're kind of flying solo, which is no problem, because that is still a massive help, because a 3-year-old in the cab is not ideal. And with all the baling kit, I don't like it. I don't think it's safe. Not a good idea. So I dropped off this morning. I picked up the wrapper. The wrapper I'm going to leave down here. I'm going to get the 42, take the bale squeeze off, go up to the stables, pick up the flat 8 grab, pick up the big trailer, bring that down here, leave that down here, then go back up, get the baler and the sledge, bring that down here ready, and then just a normal day of tedding, I think. So like I said, pick this up this morning, and because it's on the trailer, it just makes life so much easier moving it around. So yeah, I think that's going to be the plan for now. So yeah, just going to go with it. Plus did have a call, the silage, which you might not be able to see because that's sun, but a load of those sold yesterday, but I just need to find some time to get them delivered. So that's always good, because silage isn't something that we normally do. But yeah, that should be nice and handy getting that sold off. Okay, so absolutely no idea if you'll be able to hear me or not. All the kit is now down. I've been picked up the 2 trailers, the rake. I had the the wrapper here before, and now I've got the 390, the baler, and the sledge behind now. So hopefully we are sitting pretty. It's yeah, no, it's going to be, I think, one of them days. It's taken quite a while to get to this point. It's 11:05, so I think I'm going to have to go get something to drink and start tedding. Otherwise we're going to be bailing that bit. Well, actually that's not an issue if we're going to bail that bit in quite a while. That's no issue. No issue whatsoever. Okay, so the tedding for the haylage now is finally done, and the centre of the field is looking pretty good, as in we're going to make some pretty nice hay on that. Could make it this evening, but we haven't got time, so that's going to have to be tomorrow's job. So we'll just ted it out, which is fine, because these trees that are around the outside of this field, because normally we're not this late normally, but they do bring a lot of shade onto the field, so the dew comes off a lot later. So by clearing the headlands should mean that we are able to bale that little bit earlier as well. But yeah, no, this is all coming along really nicely now. Really nicely.